What ruined Happy Madison? Number 1. Comedy fatigue. Almost all of Happy Madison's films has the same kind of humor. It's funny the first few times, but when that's all the comedy that you can present to your audience, they're gonna walk out on you. That's the reason why most of these films are panned. Because most of their jokes are juvenile, insulting, or just plain crude. Audiences are looking for more than just comedy and loud noises. Though to be fair, Happy Madison has made some films that really tug at your heartstrings, like Click. That movie's awesome and very underrated. But most of the time, Happy Madison puts the focus into all the wrong areas, focusing on their humor and less on their story. And that is not enough to leave an impact on your audience. Number 2. Now, please don't get mad at me, but the Netflix deal. Let me explain. Happy Madison Productions made a lot of money when they were releasing films in theaters, but their popularity and overall presence in the movie industry started to decline when they took the Netflix deal. Keep in mind, streaming movies is a relatively young technique still. Sorry about that, my tongue slipped. That's why you kind of heard a hissing, but that was just a tongue twist. Sorry about that. Anyway, we haven't quite broken into the renaissance of streaming, where the streaming industry really explodes in popularity, and people go to streaming for their main experience for movies. And that's why Happy Madison Productions has started to go downhill. They were making boatloads of money when they were releasing films in theaters, but their money soon started to dwindle when they started releasing movies straight to Netflix. Studios don't make as much money on Netflix as they do in theaters. That's why Disney still wants to release some movies in theaters, because they can make more than on Disney Plus. Many people still love going to the movie theater to experience the movie. They don't want to just stay at home watching it on Netflix. Going to a movie theater is a wonderful experience, and you can't get that experience on Netflix. And that's why movie theaters are still such bigger moneymakers than streaming services. I know that Adam Sandler had his quarrels with Sony, but if he ever wanted to bring his company back to its peak, then he should consider moving out of Netflix and finding a studio to distribute his films. Because that's the only way his films can make an impact on cinema and in the movie industry. I mean, look at Uncut Gems. That was released in theaters, and that got him buzz for an Oscar nomination. You never heard any buzz about him getting an Oscar nomination for any of his Netflix films, and that's because Netflix or any streaming service isn't as impactful on the movie industry like movie theaters are. And thus, Adam Sandler really made a stupid decision when he parted with Netflix. It took a turn for the worse on his company and on his career. And that is one of the reasons why Happy Madison Productions continued to decline. It took a downward spiral on Happy Madison Productions and on Adam Sandler's career. And finally, number 3, a lack of creativity. Now, I have said before, Adam Sandler's films can be creative. Look at Click. Look at Bedtime Stories. Look at 50 First Dates. They all have interesting concepts. But Adam Sandler's later films, like The Ridiculous Six, Murder Mystery, they have interesting concepts, but they all follow the same formula. If Adam Sandler really wants to make an impact in the film industry, then he needs to start getting creative and actually care about what he's making. He needs to start experimenting with what he can do. He has talent. He does have a gift for dramatic acting. He can be funny from time to time, but he's not utilizing his other talents. He's just sticking to what he knows, comedy. And like I said, an audience is looking for more than that. They want something that really speaks to them, that really blows them away. Something new, something inventive, something fresh, something creative, something original. But all Happy Madison has been doing is just churning out the same crap. And until they start caring, they are just going to be known for making bad films. Movies that lack intelligence, creativity, wit, and are only there to steal your money. And that is not a good reputation to have. Overall, Happy Madison is in a bad spot. They have the money to do great things, but they aren't using it to really make an impression on audiences. They seem to be fine and okay with making the same type of film over and over and over, with the same formula, with the same lowbrow humor, the same bad writing, and the same sense of, I don't care. And unless they change that, their studio will only cement their bad reputation. Honestly, it's hard to see Happy Madison's future at this point. It's quite possible they won't survive. Their doom is guaranteed if they don't change their ways, but I don't hope that for them. I hope that they get their act together. Maybe they'll present something that will blow everyone away. But who knows? Only time will tell. So guys, what's your opinion of Happy Madison? Do you like their films, or are you with the critics and you absolutely hate them? Let me know down in the comments. I'll see you guys later.